welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a essentially full face of Charlotte Tilbury. I have pretty much everything for a full face. I think I only just didn't have like 2 products, but this video is extra special because it is in collaboration with my friend Kelly. Her YouTube channel is K Bella Beauty. I have collabed with her in the past. She is the bomb. Before we get started, don't forget I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday for you guys, and lately a lot more than that. If you like this video while you're watching, you know what to do. Go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. And other than that, if you're excited and you want to see this look right here that I got using a full face of Charlotte Tilbury, then let's go ahead and get started. Before we actually get to applying the makeup and all of that, I want to talk to you about Kelly a little bit. Like I said, this is in collaboration with her. She is the sweetest person. I know for a fact if we lived closer together, we would be friends in real life. We would go shopping together, we would grab coffee together, we would hang out. But she lives in Texas and I live in Ohio, so that's not like down the street from each other. But Kelly is just a sweetheart. You can tell she puts a ton of time and effort into her videos. She is a full-time teacher, she is a mama, she is a wife, and she still is able to produce multiple videos a week for us, which I think is so amazing that she has so many commitments and so much other lovely things in her life, and she still finds the time to devote to YouTube. She's been on YouTube for like 5 years. She is amazing. I think that is so awesome. She's been dedicated to YouTube for so long, and she does like a little bit of everything on her channel. She does her Past Grabber Undecided series, which is her take on Samantha March's Will I Buy It? So she goes through new launches and tells you her thoughts on them and all of that. She does ranking videos, she does hauls, she does get ready with me's, she talks about new products, old products, products she's loving, products she's not loving. If you love my type of content, you will adore Kelly. I promise you. And I can just tell she's a good person. She's a good apple. You know what I mean? You know when you can just tell? I can just tell with her. I will make sure I have everything of Kelly's linked down below for you. Her Instagram page, her YouTube channel, her video, because she herself is also doing a full face of Charlotte Tilbury. And I know she's got different products than me, so I cannot wait to see her look and her products that she uses, because I just know it's going to be beautiful. She makes beautiful looks in general. Also, another thing about her, she does makeup a little bit differently than me. I am like a full coverage queen. I love like full coverage, and she's definitely a little bit more on the light coverage side. Her looks are still absolutely stunning, but that way, if you follow me and you follow her, you're getting like 2 kind of different makeup styles, which is nice. So then you can see different products on different skin tones, different skin types, all of the above. So again, definitely check out Kelly. If you are coming from Kelly's channel, hello, my name is Emily. So nice that you came over to check me out. I hope you like what you see and decide to stick around. Now, without further ado, let's get into this look right here and putting all these Charlotte Tilbury products on my face. So like usual, we're gonna start off with my eyes, and the only Charlotte Tilbury palette I have is this one right here, which is the Starry Eyes to Hypnotize palette. I don't know if this is available anymore. I will double check. If it is, I'll link it down below for you. I hope it still is, but I know this is an older palette from Charlotte Tilbury. So we are going to start off with this brown shade right here and put it into the crease. That is pigmented, but in a really like good way. It's not too crazy, but it definitely shows up. All right, so now with like a smaller, more dense brush, I'm gonna go into this like more burgundy-ish shade and put that in the crease as well. I'm gonna try to combine like the burgundy and the green shades today. I have both of those colors in my shirt that I'm kind of pulling inspiration from. All right, so now I'm gonna take my NYX glitter primer and put it all over my lid. And what I plan to do is do like more of a halo eye. I'm gonna put this middle green shade on the outer and inner portion of my eye. And then I think I'm gonna put this like light, pretty shade in the middle. We'll see how it looks. I hope it looks good. I'm gonna put this all over the lid. I'm gonna go in with that green shade. I'm gonna pick up a little tiny bit of the darkest green and then add that as well. And then put that light shade in the middle. Okay, not bad. And try to mesh them together. I will say with Charlotte Tilbury, like shimmer shades, they're not insanely like impactful from what I have gotten. Again, I only have this one palette, but they're still very pretty on the eyes. I feel like they're very elegant. Like when you think of really shiny, bright, shimmery shadows, I love that, but not everyone does. I think I like that. It's definitely giving me like Christmassy vibes because I have like the maroon and then the green. It's probably not like my favorite eye look I've ever done, but I think it'll come together once like the rest of my makeup is done. Fingers crossed. But I'm gonna go do the other eye off camera, then I will be back to finish up the makeup. For primer, I have this little baby size of the Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Glow Primer. That's a long name. I'm not gonna lie, I don't love this primer. I just have this little baby size and I'm not going to like purchase a full size when this is gone. It doesn't really do much for me. It looks like this. This is like the consistency of it. It's not super hydrating and it gives like a tiny bit of glow to the skin. Well, actually it gives like a pretty decent glow to the skin, but I just noticed that I don't feel like it does much and my makeup doesn't like wear phenomenally with this under it, or anything like that. So it's nice to try it out with a little sample size, but definitely not going to get a full size when this is gone. Then for my base, I'm going to mix two products together. I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter and then I'm going to dot that all over my face, and then I'm going to go in with their Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I have the shade 2 Neutral. I am definitely not in love with this product like everyone else is. I think it's nice. It's a little dark for me to use as a liquid highlight, which I know a lot of people use it for that. So I really only use it for this purpose that I'm using it right now, to mix into my foundation to make it a little glowy. But other than that, I don't know. Also, I'm not a huge fan of this foundation. It is very thick and full coverage, which I like, full coverage. However, it has an interesting scent to it that I don't love. I don't even know, like honestly, I don't even know how to explain the scent. And it is like a little bit drying on me and the shade is a little bit yellow. So these are not like my go-to products in general or from Charlotte Tilbury, but they're not bad. Did you notice I wore my Kendra Scott earrings in honor of Kelly? If you do watch Kelly, you know that she always wears Kendra Scott earrings. She has like a ton of pairs, which I love them. I have quite a few pairs myself. I think they're really cute earrings. They're just like little staple earrings. Alrighty, went ahead and got all of that foundation blended in. As you can see, it is very full coverage and it looks nice on the skin without the flawless filter under it. It's a very mattifying foundation, but mixed in together, it just gives a really lovely glow to the skin that I really do enjoy. I don't have a Charlotte Tilbury concealer, so I went ahead and just used the Hailey's Beauty Rewind Blurring Full Coverage Concealer. I have the shade Fair Neutral. I think this is a new launch from them. I am loving this, you guys. It is like so full coverage. It wears nicely. It's not drying under the eyes or anything like that. But this video is not about Hailey's Beauty. It's about Charlotte Tilbury. So moving on to set the face, I have this from her. This is the only like powder kind of product I have. It is the Airbrush Flawless Finish and I have the shade 1 Fair. You would think looking at it that I love it because there's a huge massive pan, but I have mentioned this powder on my channel multiple times in the past. I don't love it. It oxidizes on me. I wonder if it'll do it today, if you guys will see it in action, like oxidizing on me, but also it's just a little bit drying and I don't love it. It's got a huge pan in it because it's a very shallow pan, and also I use it to set my eyeshadow like every single day, my eyeshadow primer every single day. So I do use it every time I do my makeup, but just not like how everyone else does, and I just don't have the deep-rooted love for it that everyone else does. Also, I usually don't like to set my whole face with this because it is such a shallow pan, and this is like a $45 powder. I did get it on sale, I think from Net-a-Porter. I think they were having like a 15 or 20% off sale. I did get it on sale, but it's still a very expensive powder. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just tap out these under eye wrinkles. I'm going to flip my sponge over and just put it in here, and we're going to set like that. See, can you see it like oxidizes and makes my under eyes way darker, which I just don't like that. I don't know. I don't know why it does it to me. And I've heard other people say that this powder does it to them too, so I know I'm not alone in that. And I feel like the people that I've heard who really love this powder don't mention that, so it must not happen to everyone, but I don't know. I just don't love it. I'm just gonna go ahead and set with my sponge the rest of my face. I don't typically set my face like this. I usually use like a brush, but I figured I'm already here, why not? And this is a very mattifying primer. Whoa, okay, so like all that glow I had, pretty much gone, and it's feeling like a tiny bit dry, but I also like never set my face with this, so I just don't think my face is used to it, if that makes sense. I feel kind of bad because I feel like up until this point of the video, I've been kind of like, I don't know, saying these products aren't like my favorite products ever, that I like them, I don't love them, all of the above. So let's finally get to a product that I'm like head over heels in love with, and it is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. I went ahead and picked up the shade 2 Medium, and actually Kelly was one of the people who kind of inspired me to pick this up. She talked about it on her channel, how she really loves it, and it just is such an expensive bronzer. It's $55. I got it during this Sephora sale, so I got 20% off, but still, it's still expensive. But she and a lot of other people really love this bronzer, so I decided to pick it up back in April, I believe it was, and I am so glad that I did. I really genuinely love this bronzer. I was between the 1 shade and the 2 medium shade, and I went ahead and got the 2 medium, and I'm really glad that I did. I feel like it's a really great match for me, and it just blends in so flawlessly into the skin. It really is like an airbrush sort of product. It's not like too intense. It blends out nicely. It just is beautiful on the skin. It's definitely one of my favorite products. And I know it's on the pricier side, but I really genuinely love this bronzer so much. When Mike and I recently went on a vacation, this was the only bronzer that I took and used for like a week straight. And I didn't regret it like for 1 second. I didn't long for another bronzer. I was perfectly content using this all week. It is just chef's kiss. I love it. Now for highlight, I have 2 options. I have the Hollywood Beauty Light one in the shade Spotlight, and then I also have her Film Star Bronze and Glow Duo, which one side is a bronzer and then the other side is a highlight. I'm gonna go ahead and use the powder highlight just because I have my face powdered, and I don't think I've showed, I think I've shown this like maybe 1 time on my channel, and I've talked about this and used it quite a few times. This does go over powder fine. Like if I were to use it on a set face, it's fine, and it's blinding, and it's beautiful, and I love these, but also these are out of stock currently, like everywhere, so that really stinks. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this. It's a little less intense, but it's in stock and available, and I still really love it. So we're going to just buff this onto the face. I mean, it's still, I always say like, oh, this is a pretty natural, not intense highlight, but it's still pretty blinding if you apply quite a bit and build it up, which I tend to do with this. It's a really pretty highlight. So for blush, I actually do not have a Charlotte Tilbury blush, and I was this close to purchasing one just for this video. A, because I like have always wanted to try their blushes, and B, it's like one of the only parts of my face that I don't have a Charlotte Tilbury product, other than concealer, I guess. But I was like, Emily, don't be silly. Don't be crazy. Do not buy a $40 blush just for a video. I would use it. It's not like I would only use it for this video and never touch it again. But I decided to pass on that. So I'm going to use another bougie expensive blush and brand. I'm just going to use my Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Divine Blush in this shade Flirtatious instead. Plus, it'll go really nicely with this look. And it's just a really beautiful pink shade. Oh yeah. I know Kelly has a Charlotte Tilbury blush, so definitely, I mean, I'm assuming you're gonna go check out her video anyways after this, but definitely check hers out so you can see it in action. That way, if you are curious about the Charlotte Tilbury blushes, you can see one being used in at least one of the videos. To finish up the lower lash line really quickly, I'm just going to take this brown shade and run it along my lower lash line. I've been really into simple makeup on the lower lash line recently. I don't do anything crazy with it. I usually just put like 1 shade and call it a day. I also hate doing this because I'm afraid I'm gonna poke my eye out and get eyeshadow into my eyes, so that's lovely. And then for my inner corner, I'm hoping this isn't too dark. I'm just gonna take this one right here and apply that. Oh yeah, it's a little dark, shoot. Yeah, that's way too dark for an inner corner, so let's take the highlight in here and see if it'll lighten it up a little bit. Yeah, that lightens it. That's a lot better. Still a little darker than I usually tend to go for, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so let's just finish up the eyes and I'll do mascara. So I recently made a Sephora order and got a Glow Recipe item, and in that, luckily, they had a code to get a little sample size of the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes Mascara. Mascara was another thing that I didn't have from Charlotte Tilbury, so this came like perfectly. I was so excited to see that code, so of course I put it in my order. This says it is smudge proof and humidity proof, so let's see. Gonna curl my lashes like I usually do. Ooh, okay, so it has like the spiky wand that I typically like. It's interesting because it's flat and then not flat. But yeah, let's try it out. I go for these wands over the like really bristly ones. I don't know why, I just tend to like them more. I feel like they do more for my lashes. It's kind of hard to apply with this little tiny brush. Okay, so here's the mascara on both of my lashes with about 2 coats on each. It's definitely not my favorite mascara ever. I feel like it's not doing too much for my lashes. It didn't get insanely clumpy, which is good, but it's also like, I don't know, I guess it made them look kind of long, but it doesn't seem to be like holding a curl too well or anything like that. So I don't know, I'll have to keep playing around with this little baby size, but so far it's not like my favorite thing ever. Next up for brows, this was also something I didn't have until I got sent her like brand new brow products. I think these are new in PR from Octoly. So we have the Brow Fix Clear Brow Gel, and it looks like this. It has a really nice spoolie on it. I'm excited for that. I also got sent their Legendary Brows Micro Precision Tinted Brow Gel in the shade Soft Brown, which if I remember, this has like a really this has like a really tiny spoolie on it, so that is nice. I always love when products have small spoolies like that. And then I got 2 of her pencils. I have her Brow Lift Brow Pencil and her Brow Cheat Micro Precision Brow Pencil, and these are both in the shade Natural Brown. Yeah, both in the shade Natural Brown. So her Brow Lift is more of like a bigger pencil. It has a little bit of a triangular shape. I'm assuming this is more like the brow definer from ABH. And then her Brow Cheat is a little bit smaller, and it reminds me of like the Precisely My Brow from ABH. It's not as small as the Huda Bomb Brows, but this is still pretty tiny, I'm not gonna lie. So I prefer smaller pencils like this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go in to this little guy and see what happens. Just gonna try to draw natural like strokes. Ooh, this is a good color for my brows. It's not too warm. A lot of the times brow products are too warm for me. Oh, this is a great color. It's like the exact same shade as my eyebrow hair. That's crazy. Okay, I really like that. Then I'm gonna go into her Micro Precisely Tinted Brow Gel. This is tinted, so let's see what that looks like. I usually don't love a tinted brow gel. Okay. Seems to be a very dry formula, which is not always a bad thing, because sometimes when like these types of tinted brow gels are not more dry, they just get everywhere. This brow looks bomb. I love that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna do the Brow Cheat on the other side, and then we'll try the clear brow gel on this side and see the difference. Hopefully they don't look super different. Maybe I should have used the other brow pencil on this side. Oh, too late. I'm already using this one. This is just so easy. It's like pigmented to where I can just lightly press down and some pigmentation comes off, but it's not too pigmented to where it's like too dark or crazy or anything like that. And then now let's try the clear brow gel on this side and see what that does. Oh, it did get a little gloopy right there. I like this too a lot. I am going to run a little bit of the clear brow gel through this side just to make it look as fluffy. This is really good. I was not expecting to be like this excited about brow products, because it's brow products and it's filling in your brows and like woohoo, like there's not really anything too exciting about that, but I am really impressed by this. I don't know what's impressing me about this so much more than like normal brow products, but there's just, I don't know, I feel like my brows look bomb right now, and that was so easy. It took not very much time at all. So yeah, I'll try to remember to put in the description box how these wore throughout the day, if like the clear brow gel really holds my brows in place, if the pigmentation stays, or if it like fades at all. I will try to remember to put that down below, but so far I am super impressed. And like, who gets excited over brow products? Apparently I do, and these are really good. Next up for lips, I have this little mini of the Lip Cheat lip liner in the shade Pillow Talk. I got this in a set with like the Pillow Talk lipstick a while ago, and I don't use this too often, but I remember liking it, I think. Let's try it again. Okay, I like that. I know a lot of people really like the Lip Cheat lip liners from Charlotte Tilbury. They seem to have like really high reviews, high remarks from people, and that was nice. It was a little stiffer, which I don't mind. It wasn't too glidey to where it was like gliding all over the place, and I didn't feel like I had control of it. But yeah, I like this, and I love the Pillow Talk shade. But for my lipstick, I'm gonna go ahead and use Kim KW. Kelly was the one who kind of like persuaded me to buy this. I have wanted this lipstick for so long, and then she kept wearing it on her channel, and I just kept falling in love with the lip combinations she would use, including this. So I finally bit the bullet and picked it up. It's a beautiful light pink shade. Ooh, those pair together really nicely too. I really like that lip combination. And then lastly, for setting spray, we have the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. So I have gone through a complete mini of this, used the whole thing up, and bought a full size at the recent Sephora sale. I really like this setting spray. I do. I didn't really fully understand the hype at first because everyone says it's like the best setting spray ever. It completely locks in your makeup under a mask and all of that. I personally didn't really experience that much locking in of my makeup to where it was mask proof. However, I do really like this. I do think it locks in my makeup very nicely, and I do love the little bit of a sheen it gives my face whenever I use it. It just gives it a little bit of a glow, and it's a very nice setting spray. So let's spray this guy. And that was it, you guys. That was my essentially full face of Charlotte Tilbury. I think I only didn't have 2 products, concealer and blush. This is the final look. What do you think? Please let me know down below in the comments. I really actually like how it turned out. This isn't my favorite eye look ever, but I do think that it kind of came together a little bit once I got the makeup all done. I am loving this lip combination. I think it is really beautiful. And these brow products, oh my goodness. I guess not this one. I didn't use this one, but they are like blowing me out of the water. I am loving them. I really do enjoy how this look turned out. I know Charlotte Tilbury is a bougie, pretty expensive brand, but sometimes they have sales on their website. They're always on sale during the Sephora sale. They are included, and I do definitely think there are some gems in this line. I think there are some little overhyped products as well, but I do think there are some gems that I just really love. Thank you so much to Kelly for collaborating with me. I always have fun working with her. She really is genuinely one of my super close friends here on YouTube and Instagram. Like I said earlier in the video, I talk to her very often, like multiple times a week. I really love her and her content, so definitely make sure you check her out. I will have everything linked down below. Like I said, her Instagram, her YouTube channel, and her video. Please go check her out. She is the bomb. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.